what makes a good nighttime routine. So I'm going to keep it really basic, some things that you guys can implement that's going to give you the biggest impact on winding down for the night and being prepared for the next day and getting a good night's sleep. And that's mainly what it comes down to. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you plan today or plan tomorrow today. So you're going to create your to-do list. That way you already know like the most important things that need to be done the next day, and you can kind of start planning out your day ahead of time and be prepared. So I like to identify 3 main things that I need to do to drive my business forward, and then identify the number 1 priority, which you want to work on first thing the next day or as soon as possible in your day the next day. So I normally do that towards the end of my work day, like around 3 or 4 o'clock, before I pick up my daughter, like around 4:30. The next thing is what I like to do is a brain dump, because you have all these ideas going around your head, and the last thing that you want to do is go to sleep with all these big ideas and things you want to do, things you want to create. And because if you don't do this, all you're going to do is toss and turn all night, thinking about it and not get a good sleep, wake up, feeling tired. But by writing down all your ideas and all the things, people you have to follow up with, ideas for a new project or a new asset that you can create that you can sell, or a new partnership, or somebody you need to reach out to, or whatever it is, just get it all out of your head and get it onto a piece of paper. And don't worry about like outlining it or anything like that. Just put it all down on paper, so you don't have to keep thinking about it. You can close all those loops and you can deal with it the next day. The third thing, and which I'm still working on because I still like to read the news and stuff on my phone, is is actually reading a book instead. So reading an actual book, or just no electronics. At least an hour, if not 2 hours, before you go to bed. And that's one of the hardest things for me to do consistently, because I've made it a bad habit and part of my routine to actually be on my phone all the way up until I go to bed. I even bought like those special glasses that are on. Well, Jessica, my wife, bought them for me. Supposed to take away the light that keeps you awake, but I'm not sure if it works or not. I think it's better just to read a real book or a regular book before you go to bed as you're winding down. So no TV, no phone, an hour or 2 before you go to bed. The last thing that really helps me, and this is probably just unique to me, is I like to use my inversion boots, or you have inversion table, kind of decompress the spine. So it really helps. I sleep like a baby when I do this. You guys asked, decompress spine, but for you it could be like some yoga or some stretching. When I do this, I sleep 100 times better than when I forget to or don't do it. Some of the things that help me to relax is I'm really into like this mushroom coffee from foursigmatic.com. They're not paying me for that plug, but it's a great brand. I love mushrooms, but I don't do their coffee before I go to bed, but they have a reishi elixir that's supposed to be like yoga, like liquid yoga. And I drink that, kind of help you relax as well and get ready for a good night's sleep. So main thing is just preparing today, tomorrow's, today, getting everything in your head, out of your head and onto paper, so you're not tossing and turning all night thinking about it. Do something that's relaxing, that's going to help you wind down and try to stay away from electronics. Do something physically that's going to help you, with a good night's sleep. And for me, it's just decompressing my spine through inversion boots. And then I also do like the reishi elixir from Four Sigmatic to help me relax. And that helps me get, a good night's sleep, helps me wake up feeling recharged and ready to tackle my number 1 priority. So follow this framework and you will have a great evening routine. We actually go into more detail on how to create your evening routine in the Play Perfect Life game. If you go to playperfectlife.com, you can play the first 4 levels with myself, London, who's behind the camera right now, and Craig Valentine as well as in there. We've already got a head start on you, so you can join the game and play the first 4 levels for free and see if you guys can catch us on the leaderboard.